Hi, I'm Jaimer Kaiser Karpus and we'll be discussing about alcohol drinking and smoking. Alcohol drinking and smoking an investment to death. When we say investment to death, we are pertaining to the negative effects that it might affect our both physical and mental health. For our agenda today, we'll be defining what alcohol and smoking are, what are the negative effects, and how to prevent addiction. With that being said, let us start our discussion. Okay, so to begin with, let me ask you a question. What is alcohol drinking and smoking? So, alcohol is a sedative drug that, when ingested, acts as a depressant that affects the central nervous system. There are three types of alcohol. First on the list, we have methanol. Methanol is a type of alcohol that contains poisonous properties. It's used for industrially as the denaturant additive for ethanol. Sorry. It is also known as the wood alcohol. Next on the list, we have isopropyl. Isopropyl is a type of alcohol that is commonly used as disinfectant and solvent in industries. Example of these are hand sanitizers and other disinfectant used in hospitals. Lastly, we have the ethanol. Ethanol is a type of alcohol that is used for alcoholic beverages, also known as the grained alcohol. This type of alcohol includes alcoholic beverages and the likes. Now we'll be discussing the effects of drinking alcoholic beverages. First, we are going to discuss about the effects in an individual. We all know that abusing the alcohol intake will give us disadvantages, specifically in our physical and mental health. Drinking too much, especially when habituated, could also result to everyday complications like complications in our career and in our health. Could also catch up a disease called alcoholism, which can cause them to change character rapidly. Background check: alcoholism is when someone becomes dependent on alcohol. So this is definitely alarming since this implies that the person is addicted to the said substance. Next, we have the effects on the family. We all know that drunkenness could result to violence and other inappropriate acts. In a family, innocent members would more likely to be the target of the member whom is drowned in with alcohol. With that being said, abuse and the likes would be presented. This could lead to separation, complication, abandonment, and even treachery. Next, we have the effects in the community. Just like how alcohol affects the family and the individual, it's greatly affect the community. Most incidents involve crimes that result to minor injuries or wide range traumas. It's mainly a product of alcohol intoxication. So, also, because alcohol can demonize a person, it could result to certain stereotypes and gossip about place. Example of this is that when people are generalizing something with that place, as I say, um, when Mang Roberto is drunk and he created a chaos in that place, that place is being labeled as a chaos or something like um, that place is said to be an inappropriate place for um, the youth. Next, we have smoking. Smoking is the inhalation and exhalation of smoke from burned materials called cigarettes. There are different kinds of smoke. We have, wait. So, cigarettes are tobacco product wrapped in a paper or any material that doesn't contain tobacco. There are different kinds of smoke. First, we have the first-hand smoke, the smoke that is inhaled into the smoker's lungs and mouth. It's also known as the mainstream smoke. Second, we have the secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is the smoke that comes out of the lighted cigarette and inhaled by a second person other than the smoker. To briefly explain this, it is when someone smokes in a public place, the smoker would inhale oh, sorry, the people around the smoker would inhale the smoke from the cigarette. This is also known as the environmental tobacco smoke, or ETS. Next and lastly, we have the third hand smoke. This smoke is being absorbed and settled with dust in objects such as sofas, pillowcases, and bed sheets, and other objects. This is also known as the residual tobacco smoke, or RTS. Residual smoke still contains harmful substance. Now we'll be discussing about the effects of smoking. We have here short-term effects and long-term effects. In the short-term effects, we have shortness of breath, headaches and dizziness, increase your heart rate and blood pressure, less blood and oxygen flow in the muscles, causes dry, yellow skin and wrinkles, and coughing. For the long-term effects, we have lung, mouth, throat, kidney, and stomach cancers, coronary heart disease, emphysema, and other chronic disease, and shortness of lifespan. Now we have here skills to prevent yourself from being addicted. First, we have assertive or assertion. Assertive or assertion is the action of stating something or exercising authority confidently and forcefully. In other words, assertion is a type of communication that allows people to openly and clearly communicate with their opinions, feelings, and ideals about the topic or situation. Next, we have the decision making. Decision making is the process of making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative resolutions. Last, we have the resistance or refusal skills. These are the skills that you want to say no to a certain situation. We have here the OFNR script, uh, or the observation, feel, need, and request. OFNR script is created by the Dangerous Drug Board. Here, the state your observation, tell the person how it made you feel without blaming, express your needs, and state your request. Next, we have the decide model. This is a guide on how to be decisive. Firstly, we need to determine the problem. Next, explore the alternatives, consider the consequences, identify your value, decide, and evaluate. Yes, easy as that. Next on the list, we have the resistance skills you must learn. So first, we need to practice assertive behavior. Second is we need to prevent saying no, thank you. To explain this, this is that you don't need to say thank you when you are being pressured on something negative. Next, use body language and matches verbal behaviors. Inspire others to have responsible behaviors. Keep away from situations when you are pressured to make harmful decisions. Avoid being risky character individuals and refuse pressure in engaging with illegal behaviors. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening, reminding you all to use your voice to educate and spread useful and factful information. Bye!